Greetings in the Lord. This video is going to be about something that's very convenient for those who travel, more specifically truck drivers. So this morning I woke up and I was in one of our company terminals. Well, not woke up, I mean I went on duty. Yeah, you could say woke up. I went on duty and we have to show by the federal clock inspection time, showing that you inspect your truck and trailer, make sure it's roadworthy. Hooked up to the trailer, an empty trailer that I was going to take to a customer, and you drop that off and then you pick up the loaded trailer. So anyway, going back to when I was hooked to a trailer, I look in my mirror, my driver's side mirror, which is right on this side. Okay, what do I see? Not a guy in the back, not a guy by the tree line, which we've all done. Okay, nobody's very few of us can say, oh yeah, I've never done that. But I see a guy just whipping it out and pissing on a tire, pissing on the steer tires. I'm sorry, the other tires, the other direction, the trailer tires. So he's pissing on the trailer tires, putting his bodily fluids all over the trailer tires. And I'm sitting there watching him the whole time. I took a picture of the guy through my mirror, and I'm not going to report the guy to the company. Like I said, we've all done things like this, but I'm pretty sure that something like that can get somebody in trouble, possibly even terminated from the company. And you got a bathroom right inside the office, and we have a sleeping area, a large area in here. So stop being cheap. We got a lot of cheap people out there, and some of them know who they are. Ain't got no money. They always got to play the ain't got no money game. Those people know who they are. Hold on a second. So this video, I'm going to show you a solution. All right, let's turn. What do I have over here? We got the original pee jug. If you can see it here. I don't know if you can see it. The original pee jug. Used to be two places that you can get this from. Okay, there was a truck stop, Iowa 80 in Walcott. Or you would go to that truck stop on off of 44, Joplin, Missouri. So they have two colors. I actually messaged the company. I said, come on, you guys should be doing different colors. You should advertise more. And they said they would like to, but advertising is very costly. So you have this. Let me see if I can put it down here. My other hand is holding the phone. Look at this. You take this off. This is large enough. You're not using a water bottle. You're not peeing in a, which is very stupid, the old washer fluid bottles that's got such a small top, and then when it gets full and you're bouncing around, because you are bouncing around on some of these terrible roads in the U.S. and it leaks. This is large enough. You can clean it out by sometimes pouring in, for example, this, which is actually cleans blood. Pour in some Listerine. You can pour in any kind of cleaner. Clean it once in a while. You could take it into a, you should be a dirt bag and bring it to a place where people wash dishes. The same place in the shower, at the truck stop, at the shower, whatever. If you need to wash it out, and then when it gets full, you pour it in the grass. Like for example, there's the grass right there. You pour it in the grass. Okay, so I have two of them, orange one and green one. I hope they can start making different colors. And instead of this, because it's kind of awkward falling, and it could possibly leak too. It depends on if it's all the way to the top, even though it's a good tight seal. So what you do is you go get you a little bucket, Menards bucket, or so. I have a bigger bucket that I use for trash. Menards bags are the best, by the way. Use this for trash. That's a bigger one, and you got a smaller bucket. I don't know what size it's in. It's not a. It wouldn't be considered. This is not the what? That's got to be about 2.5 gallon or something like that. Maybe size and whatever. And I have that orange one and I have the green one here. Okay. Keep it here. It stays up. It's not going to bounce around. It's not going to fall down. Look it up on Amazon now. You don't have to go to these two places I mentioned anymore. They could ship it to you. So stop being cheap. We see a lot of these disgusting truck drivers, and I believe there's a reason why a lot of these lots get closed down for us to park, is because there are a bunch of scumbags out there throwing their trash in pee bottles. I mean, I don't even care if you had such an emergency where you couldn't find the toilet for a larger issue, where you needed to put it in a bag, tie it on your catwalk. And when we come to a trash, we come to a dumpster almost every day. You're fueling at the truck stop. You don't need to throw that and be a scumbag and get us kicked out of these lots for parking. We need to take a 10-hour break. For example, if you have a store like there was a store that closed down all across the country, Shopko or something like that. There's a lot. Some of them they had to close, or they chain the lot where they don't want truckers in there no more because scumbags are leaving their trash. My solution is, if you have the cameras and you see who's doing that, $2,000 fine at least on the spot, at least, if not more. Not just punish everybody. But yeah, stop being a stop being a cheapskate. Stop with the I'm gonna use just my old washer fluid bottles. No, but support a nice small local company, the Original P-Jug, even if you're not a trucker, and if you're female, you can go online too and get one of the funnels, or female funnels that would just be placed right on top of it. Obviously because you're different and you're not gonna just you might have more of an issue, even though that hole is bigger than the stupid washer fluid jugs, which are like so small like this. This one is bigger, but still you get the I don't know the specific name for it, but you just look it up on Amazon or whatever, this female urinal funnel. So having said that, yeah, stop being so cheap and stuff like that. And then if you have something like that, you won't have to feel the need to go outside and pee on the tires. And like I said, try doing that, in one of the places where you're picking up food, or Walmart or anybody's distribution centers, and somebody catches you, they could probably kick you off the property. If not, report you to your company and say, these trailers that we haul they're food grade. So, you think twice, and your cameras too, think twice in the future about doing that. Stop being cheap and get you some Original P-Jugs.